And but I didn't give up. You know, when Navigator came back, I made back all my losses. Now I'm very consistent on my profit. I think what the algo provides us is this setup, consistent setup, right? That we know for statistics that it works like at a certain percentage of times. The improvement is so massive, right? That I'm trying to think like what's gonna happen in 2 years time, right? I mean, the community we have is just amazing. Like everybody helping each other, right? And so as soon as you switch the algo on, you're basically trading like a pro trader, right?
It's just, once you understand the probability, and when you see the bad week, you know, okay, all I have to do is keep placing trades. Why did you get attracted to trading in the first place?
So I started trading stocks like really long term. I was like trading some of my savings in the long term. I'm resident in Canada, so it's the only option for me, right? Stocks, because Forex it's not legal where I am in Canada, right? In Alberta. And so I was trading stocks, and then one day I went across on YouTube. I went across the Breakfree Trading Algorithm, right? So since I was new at all this, I didn't treat it as a scam, right? And I guess like the majority of the people, when they see this, they got so much scams in their life that we just like treat it immediately as a scam, right? So instead I clicked on it and I subscribed, and at the time we're on TradingView, right? And I did all the processes, but really I began to know about Forex, because I didn't know about Forex really before the algorithm. So then I discovered it's not really legal where I am. So I opened with LMFX, right, broker, so I could trade Forex. And then I started trading for like a week with the algorithm, but I was just trading with 1K account, so it was very slow, right? And so I did just the stupid mistake of just trading on my own, and I got a good win, and I was like, I just kind of forgot of the algorithm for a while, and just like kind of made some money, a lot of money at the beginning, and then I just blew my account, right? And so what I thought after blowing my account, after like 1.5 months of trading, I thought maybe I should listen to this algorithm. Right? So I went for demo for like 2 weeks, a month on demo, and then I put a like 5K in Swiss francs in my an account in IC Markets. I managed to open it through a friend in Switzerland, so it was even safer, because I don't like LMFX. It wasn't regulated, right? So I put this money in, and then I watched back all the videos, and I read the handbook, and then I started trading. And then the moment I started trading, I hit the bad 2 weeks, and but I didn't give up. When Navigator came back, I made back all my losses, nearly all my losses, and now I'm very consistent on my profit. Navigator is crazy.
Okay, so you feel like it's more accurate in Navigator right now than you had
definitely
on
I think it's above 70% accuracy. I think it might be even, I don't know, 80, I don't know. But I just got 2 stop losses since I began with Navigator.
That's good. So it's just only is it Forex only? Forex only you're doing right now?
No, I also do stocks. And now I also do stocks. So I had my long-term account where I liquidated in a bit of profit, and then I started with the algorithm. Like I think I texted you a couple of days ago to upgrade to pro, because I think it's very powerful.
So what is the difference between trading stocks and trading Forex for you?
I think it's a bit slower for stocks, really, because it's not open 24 hours a day, but depends. I think it depends a lot on what you want to do, because Forex it puts on more emotions, I think, than stocks, right? Because it moves so quick sometimes, right? And if you don't know what you're doing, if you're overexposing, and if you're over risking, then you just get it's really tough. You start learning it the tough way. I learned it the tough way. I mean, I blow my account, but then if you follow 100% the rules of the algorithm, I think you will succeed. But that's the issue. People are not following it 100%. People are over risking. People want a quick profit. There's no rich quick, right?
Yeah. Well, you can get rich quick with one trade, right? But that's gambling, right? And it's not, and obviously, and you're not gonna stop. If you did it once, you're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm so smart.
Yeah, I can do it forever, right?
I can do it forever. I'm the market god, right? So you're just gonna put your lot size and stuff. It's okay, people. They need to get through this. They need to get humbled a little bit, and then.
And the issue, I think, is that when they do this and then they start blaming the algorithm, right? Because they didn't follow proper risk management. And from my past experience, I learned risk management is number one. And that's it. Like no more stress. As you guys say, trading should be boring, right? So I should just place my trade and forget it. I even uninstalled MetaTrader on my phone because I was just constantly checking it, right? So I just
Exactly. It is. I think it's a good tip as well for people that are starting out,
yeah,
or maybe like one month in. If you just use your laptop and you place your trades Monday or Tuesday, and then check up on like Thursday, Friday, then less stress, definitely.
yeah, just
But
maybe check once a day on Navigator to see if any setup changed. And I was seeing yesterday in the global chat, Euro Swiss franc, for example, it was showing no trades on, right? And everybody was freaking out and started placing break even and target prices. And but I think that's just the algorithm adapting to the environment of the market, right? Which changes so quickly. And today, Euro Swiss franc was back and it's in profit right now. I'm in profit, right?
exactly. I think we might need to release a meditation course in Breakfree Trading
Yeah,
so
for
people can
sure.
so
Yeah,
people
like
can just
Dojo.
like relax.
And the reason I'm thinking to take Dojo now that I have a month for free, but really I don't want to concentrate a lot on X mode because I just want to, I want to be free and I want to just like set my trades on Monday and just let them run. That's the concept. I think that's what changes the rules, right?
Alberto,
Like zero.
have you used X mode yet?
No, I checked it in replay sometimes on weekends. I go replay with X mode, and I just like, it's just like very hard, and but I'm sure I can learn it, but it requires a lot of screen time, I think.
A little bit of
Right.
screen time. No, I mean, everyone that did Dojo with Patrick, they pretty much takes them 2 weeks. You know, some people they give up, but like those that are really into this, they get a grasp pretty quickly. Um,
Yeah, I mean, when I'm in Switzerland, I don't really have a lot of time. So placing my trades on morning, like I'm doing right now, Monday, and being
mhm.
profitable and being consistently profitable would be just like blow minding.
That's the thing. See, and it's so great that the strategy mode works. And if you have the patience and you follow the rules, don't
Yeah.
really need to explore X mode that much, right? Only if you're really passionate about the markets. And well, I do think, you know, everyone has to learn X mode to really understand how the algorithm works.
No,
So
yeah, for sure. The
so
basics
you're
at
not at a
least.
mercy.
I mean, I watched the week 2 videos a couple of times, right, for X mode, and it's just like I think it depends on what you want to do because there's people trading lower, very low time frames, right, and I think that increases the stress as well. So I think day intraday trading, right, and day trading and using 1 day time frames is just like if you can manage to do that and you can be patient enough, you're gonna make money.
Sounds good. What do you think?
Warren Buffett once said, the market is the process where money gets transferred from impatient to the patient, right? So I think
Exactly.
that's
Exactly. And that also works for stock traders and stock investors as well, right? So
for sure.
people, you know, when we had news about the Tesla stock, right? So all the
Oh,
Robinhood guys, they were like, all right, guys, you know, let's get rich, right? So they were buying Tesla at, you know, ridiculous overvalued price. And
yeah, I think Tesla is ridiculously overpriced. It's a bubble, I think, but who knows, right? But I know you only trade stocks, right?
well, for me, like you have to understand, like I do advertising and marketing for this company.
Mm,
So I have to, this is kind of my full-time thing. And then if I would introduce stress of trading,
yeah.
I wouldn't perform well. So for me, I found the most chilled down approach is uh, trade stocks on a maybe 1 to 2 month time frame in terms of like I'm holding stocks for 1 to 2 months.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And then, but I do some fundamental analysis on the company. So I do some analysis on seekingalpha.com, for
Oh
example.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I cross-reference with X mode, cross-reference if there's a strategy mode trade, even better. And then I'm just building up my portfolio, and then maybe I sell in a few months, right? And then I start
Yeah,
over
I
again.
understand. So very cheap prices. You buy at very cheap prices and then you
Yeah,
sell when.
I'm
Yeah,
just waiting. I'm put my limits, and I don't do anything for a month, you know. And then if they
I
hit,
think
they
that
hit.
I think what the algo provides us is this setup, consistent setup, right? That we know for statistics that it works like a certain percentage of times, right? Which was, I think, 70% for the old version, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from the back testing of the old version. And what the problem with the average retail investor, like I also did this mistakes. You just buy when you feel to buy, right? And then you sell when you feel to sell, and that's where you don't make money, right? You need a plan. That's it.
You need a plan. You need to be patient, and you need to know, and you will learn that after using the algorithm. You will know what is overpriced, what is
Yeah,
undervalued. You will start
for
seeing it,
sure.
and you can also like go back in history. And it's a very invaluable skill that it teaches you, right? Even with like real estate prices and stuff like that, you will, after learning how to trade, you will realize that, okay, so this market is overvalued, or this house is overpriced. It's like it translates to all
Yeah,
aspects
yeah,
of your life. You're becoming a person that is seeing true value in
yeah,
things,
yeah.
right?
So yeah, I think that just the people need to improve on learning more about the algorithm, just not to throw themselves in the system immediately. Remember that in the week one course, if you clicked on join the algo now, it was you two guys explaining, if you can't spend 10 minutes on
Yeah.
this video, then, you're not gonna make money. Right.
No, but that's human nature. We all been sold signal services, one-click systems and all that. And
Yeah.
we need to, the way we market ourselves, we do try to say that it's a simple
Yeah.
system, and it's pretty simple, but
Mm.
there's work involved, and there's it takes time to deprogram people from instant
Sure.
gratification, from
Yeah,
all
yeah.
this
And I
stuff.
saw, I mean, I can see on Instagram all your ads, right? And people just saying, oh, this is one of those scams, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody treating this like a scam, right? And, I just like kind of don't understand. You need to investigate, right? And what you're talking about, because it's not an EA. I mean, half of the people probably believes this is still an EA, right? And like when people first time
Hmm.
when we see the trade file and profit, it's just like, yeah, sure, right? Like
Well,
everything else.
that's how we get them in. We have to get them in.
Right.
If we were like, had a boring ad that talks about in depth how X mode works, that would not attract people. You know, you need to show them that it's easy, a kind of like ideal scenario of how it works. And then as they dig deeper and learn more, they're like, okay, sure. Well, all I have to do is spend maybe 2 weeks, and I can
Yeah,
get started. There,
I kind of think that if you think about when the algorithm started, right, in the first version, and where we are right now, I think that the improvement is so massive, right? That I'm trying to think like what's gonna happen in 2 years' time, right? With this
yeah.
space, right? Where is gonna be the percentage of accuracy in 2 years' time, right? And just like it's very impressive, right?
And I'm not sure exactly like how much we can improve the accuracy, but there will be
No, yeah,
machine learning inside, and it will gradually improve. On certain markets, we will have better performance, right?
yeah,
But
exactly.
what I'm more excited about, because to be honest, at the stage it is right now, it's already so good. Like if you just
Yeah,
keep doing it, you will make money and you can make stable income, right? But what I'm more excited about is growing the community, giving people ability to chat inside the app, then give each other like rep, or like if you complete certain amount of trades, you get a rank, like gamifying it a little bit.
I mean, the
Because
community we have is just amazing. Like everybody helping each other, right, and trying to help each other. Then, of course, we have spammers and people, competitors, right? But I mean, I also tried EA systems before this. While when I started after about as I said, after about the algo, and I was trading a bit on my own, right? And all these AA systems pop out, right? And you can see how all the systems are trashed, right? And I think like of your kind is the first system. I think that the kind like where it gives signals and you learn from those signals and everything. It's the first of its kind. No.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Alberto, we're always looking like if there's anyone else doing something similar, and not really. They're failing at marketing, or their product sucks, and it's just, we're lucky enough that we have marketing expertise, and we have the trading expertise, and and we have a great team, and we have amazing engineers as well, right? So when we made
Yeah.
the switch from TradingView to Navigator, this is when we actually, you know, hired really smart engineers that have been working on trading platforms before, and that's how we were able to make the leap. And right now it's just sky's the limit, really. Like all the feedback that guys are giving in the chat, we'll put all of this in feedback.breakfreetrading.com, and it's all getting turned into reality, like at some point, right? In a matter of
Yeah,
few weeks or few months.
I mean, this is I was speaking with Dr. Q the other day on Telegram, asking a question, right? And it was saying I was asking if it was better to use candlesticks, right, or line. And the misconcept he explained me is that we're not trying to be a signal group, right? We're more trying of being teaching people how to properly trade, right? And we want to help them on this. We don't want to be the classic signal group saying buy here, sell there, and stop loss here, right? So I think that's revolutionary, no?
Well,
Yeah.
the line, it just doesn't give you the wicks, right?
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
not
exactly.
seeing, you
Price
don't
action.
see the extreme, like what is the extreme situation that happened at that day in the market, you know, how far was it sold down to and stuff.
You learn much
So,
more. Yeah,
but
of course.
if you want to have a line chart, you can set it up on your Navigator. It's not a problem, right? You can
No, yeah, of
customize
course.
it. It looks
Yeah,
more
but
cool, I guess, right?
yeah,
But
I mean, yeah, I
looks
guess
more
it's
simple, more simple. And we have different types of people, right? We want people that they have a full-time job and they would just want some money, right? And if they put on the work and they place the trades, eventually they will make money every month, right? Then there are guys that are going deeper and they're like, okay, I actually love the whole process of trading and I love this craft and I want to learn more. Then for them, they go deeper into X mode. And so we cater to both audiences, which is great. We can help a
I
lot of
mean, I guess
people. Yeah.
a very small percentage of people in our community, or not very small, but a small percentage actually completely has 100% faith in the algo and just like lets it run. And even when it's in red, it just like, you can go to sleep, right, at night. And the issue is that red, I remember I was in a trade in General Motors when I had the pro version. I was trading stocks. It was so close to stop loss, right? And then it reverses. And it's both the first target price, the second, the third, and it hit it, right? And I closed in profit. And or I think people when we see profit, they just start closing. I also did it in profit early, right? Not waiting target price, and then I was just watching this trades going to target prices, right? And so patience is number one if you use 1 day time frames with algo, right?
Exactly. Have you tried 4 hours yet?
Well, when TradingView was on, I tried 4 hours and then I just like failed brutally on it. I guess I was trading it like one day, and it was the first month, right, of trading. And then I think actually started using the algorithm like with 100% of the rules, and following, reading the handbook again and watching the videos again, and risk management 100%, and using only 1 day time frames 1 month ago when I started when I was like, I said I'm not done in trading, I'm gonna give this another try, right? After I lost, I blew my account where I was trading by myself. And then I never give up, and I don't give up if the algo is not right 1 week or 2 weeks, right? The old version add some drops, right? And Navigator instead, I think it's gonna be much quicker to update.
So, how long did it, Alberto, how long did it take you to, from like just trying things out to actually becoming consistent with your trading?
I think that when you start trading Forex, it's kind for everybody, right? They're trying to want to do something stupid, right? Something bold, and we want to just try things out, right? As we said, signal groups, maybe everything. But I think that after I learned those lessons, it took me 2 months to kind of understand it. And it took me maybe 1 week to read back and demo with the algorithm, something like that. And then I started off with the algorithm, and I just started 1 week before, I think, or 1 week and a half before Navigator was out. And then yeah, the bad weeks hit, right? How everything was at stop losses and everything, a disaster. But then as soon as Navigator came out, I had faith again, and I applied the same rules. And since Navigator is out, I've been consistently profitable.
Sounds
Like
good.
if I
Sounds
look at
good.
Yeah, if I look at the amount I started with, in about 2 weeks, the losses I had, I basically made everything back with the algorithm in a matter of, with Navigator in a matter of weeks, and using just 3.5% risk capital per trade, right? So yeah, that's pretty impressive.
No, that is, it is. It's
Complete
crazy, but
stock.
it's like we couldn't write any code in TradingView. There was literally
Yeah,
a limit, right? It was a plugin.
I
We're
see.
like a plugin provider.
Real-time trend
Navigator,
detection is probably the biggest future Navigator has, right?
I think the machine learning will actually change a lot, right? When the algorithm actually started to become smarter and learning from mistakes and learning from how market reacts. But we will, we will see. We will see. It's something that Asger is working with engineers right now, and
Mhm.
we'll get some update from him soon. But
But so how
I'm
long ago did the algorithm came out? 2 years ago? 1 year and a half ago?
I think it was about 2 years ago. But the way we had like three boxes, right?
Yeah.
Buy here, sell here. I think maybe a year and a half, something like that. Because I think X mode came before the strategy mode, but we could not sell X mode because it's too complicated to look at, right? So we had to simplify it. But
Yeah,
now,
yeah, 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 yeah. And I think
best
the boxes is just gives you an extra skill. For example, scaling in, right? It's just one of those skills only the pro traders get. So as soon as you switch the algo on, you are basically trading like a pro trader, right? If you know how to use it.
exactly. And it looks simple enough. It doesn't look too overwhelming. X
I
mode
mean, I
does a
always
little bit.
suggest this
Yeah.
to my friends, everybody. So I guess my friends just joined, a couple of my friends, and we trade Forex, right? And they
Hmm.
said we always break even. And I said, try this out, right? The risk maybe 2%, the risk 3.5% if you don't feel comfortable with it. You need to feel comfortable with what you're gonna be potentially losing, right?
Hmm.
So not that you stay up at night, right? Because you can't go to sleep because you're scared of the money, right?
No, of course. Try it
Yeah.
out. And I mean, I'm not really sure what's happening on the market right now, if there's any like other trading courses and stuff, but from what we've seen, there's nothing like Breakfree Trading in terms of
No.
simplicity. Yeah.
Absolutely not. There is training courses, there's signal groups, there's ZA, all this trash, right? And I think like if there's some very good maybe training courses that you need to apply a lot of knowledge to learn it, you need to apply a lot of time to learn it. And once you learn it, I think you're never gonna make consistently the money the algo makes you per week, right? Because I make like 5 to 7% a week with the algorithm. And I mean I saw
Five
profitable
to seven
traders.
a week. Okay.
Yeah, 5 to 7% a week, and I think I saw traders with their expert advisors that the best ones that make maybe 2% or 4% a year, right? A year, not a week, a year. And
Hmm.
then there's ups and downs, and overall, this is what happens, right? And
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
that's why I think I was saying about the if there was gonna come out an expert advisor for the algorithm, right? The Breakfree Trading. But again, that's not. I think that's not the aim. You guys are pointing at, right? I think you guys want to.
You get more fulfillment from doing it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's like an automated system, yes, it could be done, but then I think
You learn much more.
just you're being in control of your financial future, you're placing the trades is fulfilling. If someone
Yeah.
just sends you the check every week, it will get boring fast, right? And then
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. It
yeah,
needs to be also fun, right? I mean, you don't need to stress about it, but you need to enjoy it. I think
you
mostly.
need to enjoy it as well. There also, I think if we make EA like it's possible to extract the code, so it's like for security reasons as well, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a few things. Yeah, so when we were thinking about it, there's multiple factors involved, but I think just seeing you guys join, skeptical at first, placing your first trades, and then going from a skeptic into believer is just, it's so nice. And then
Yeah.
people are people are happier, and it's difficult times as well, with the virus and stuff. People are losing jobs, and I think we came in at the perfect time and gave an opportunity for people to do something different. And the world
I
is
mean, the
changing
number
as
of
well. Yeah.
the number of live accounts skyrocketed, right, during the COVID-19 lockdown, and also I mean, I saw that I think we lost some members during the bad 2 weeks in TradingView because we just I think that it's enough having a bad week or a bad 2 weeks. I think it's enough for people to start doubting, right, about the algorithm, and they don't see about all what it did, right? The old version in like 2019. I think the old version in 2019 was working amazing, right? And then of course there's been a pandemic and the market changed, right? Market condition changed, and the old
Mm-hmm.
version couldn't anymore support that, and then we changed to Navigator, and Navigator is working just fine, right?
Yeah, it's as we taught, it's about probability. And
Yeah,
you having this tool versus other retail trader that doesn't have this tool but has a, I don't know, like a trading course that he completed and some trend lines, he will not be able to be as consistent as we do, because he will make a mistake eventually. He'll forget a trend line, or it's not going to be like accurate enough, or it's
for
just
sure.
too much manual work. And if we can make it as simple as possible, automated as possible, but you still place the trades, you still control your account size and stuff, and your psychology, obviously.
I think what Asger said the other day was that the algorithm is better at maths than we are, right? And maths is the leading factor in trading for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I wrote it in my desk in Switzerland that never trade on your own. Always listen to the algorithm, because I remember when I saw a good trade, maybe I'm like, oh yeah, let's buy this, right? And then it turns against you, just because I think we're
Mm-hmm.
just like, we think we're right, but then we're not really right because math is not supporting us, right? In that case,
Yeah,
probability is not at our favor. Yeah.
it's just,
So
yeah, we once you understand the probability, and uh when you see the bad week, okay, all I have to do is keep placing trades. And if I put the risk the same as the algorithm tells me, if my account size, if I don't over leverage, everything's gonna be fine. I don't have to worry at night, because I'm not doubling my account size. Every trade I treat as equal. I don't
yeah,
marry to a trade, right? I'm like, oh
there's
no,
a
oh,
defined
I have
risk.
a good feeling about Euro CHF today. Maybe I should double down. It's
No,
the worst thing. The worst thing, right?
yeah, the
You
worst
could
thing,
do.
the feelings is just like, even entering, I think even entering a market if a trade, for example, is below or above a box for a sell, let's say, and people are entering a market, they're actually not using the scaling in right skill, and they're placing themselves in I understand there will be I understand there's less loss and more profit if it turns out well, but you're not treating the trade as a pro would, right, on the scaling in.
Hmm.
And I think that's the issue. People trying to do what they feel like using the algorithm, and I did it as well, and we were just like using the emotions affecting them, right? And we're like, oh yeah, this is in red, but let's buy some more, the algorithm is right, let's buy some more, yeah, I
Hmm.
think we just by following the rules 100%, we will probably have way more success, right? People are
That's true.
overexposing and actually listening at the algorithm.
Well, but we're gonna, as I said, we're working to make this more
Mhm.
user friendly. Then eventually we probably gonna have a bot, like a chat bot inside the app, where it's gonna tell you, hey Alberto, I think you're over trading today. Maybe you should cool down. Just kind of like
Yeah.
trying to improve on the psychology bit, because we got the actual trading execution thing right now. Another thing is we can fix is the human psychology.
Mhm.
And we can try to do this with a chatbot, that, or like a
Yeah.
helper tool that talks to you, or you can talk to it. So there's a lot of exciting things in the works. But tell
Yeah, but
me.
overall, I think that in my 3 months of trading with Algo, in between TradingView and Navigator, I think Navigator just improved things, so drastically that I choose, of course, I choose out of 3 months of Pro to see how stocks go. And when I make a
Mhm,
decision that, I will for sure make the 1 year subscription to the algorithm,
mhm,
because I need to decide if to do a Pro or only Discovery to see how my stocks go, because
mhm.
I have no leverage on my stocks, right? So I need to see how they go. Yeah,
Are
and then
you are you with
I'm sure.
LMFX?
No. That was when I first started in Canada with Forex. I use in Switzerland, a bank in Switzerland for stocks, and I have
Swiss bank. Okay.
no leverage in stocks. And for Forex, I use IC markets in Switzerland.
Yeah. So I was using I was using my Estonian bank for stocks, and then I asked my broker when I was adding. There was like some obscure mining company that I wanted to add, and I asked my broker like, guys, can I add this ticker, right? And they said like, sure, let me ping. And then I asked like, who do you use for as a broker? And they said interactivebrokers.com. So after that, I went and I registered an interactivebrokers.com account, because it's basically exactly what they use at my bank. So maybe you can have a look at that as well.
I should open a new account in IC Markets for stocks, dedicated stocks. But
they don't have
for the moment,
they don't have enough. They don't have enough stocks.
Oh, we don't?
No. Like interactive brokers have like all the stocks in the world, almost. Like I can find everything there. Yeah, if anything has been listed like a month ago, it's going to be there. In my bank, I have to ask the customer support rep, then he has to ping interactive brokers, and then it takes maybe like 5 days, and I'm already missing the trade.
IC Markets.
No, interactive brokers. I will send you the link.
No, I understand, but IC Markets doesn't have enough stocks.
Yeah, they have just a little bit. Just the major tech stocks. What else do they have? Like, yeah, it's just not enough.
Yeah, okay. That's why I'm sticking to my bank. My bank has access to basically every stock. I need to call my broker though. I can't just like do it online. That's the other issue, right? Because if the algorithm calculates, I need to call it again and doing this over and over again. It's kind of old style, but yeah, eventually I'll upgrade somewhere and I'll see if to do it.
Okay, I'll send you the link to this broker that I'm using. See if it's eligible in your country.
We need to see if they accept
interactivebrokers.ca. Well, hey, they have .ca website.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, then I guess.
So check it out. That's
send me that. Yeah. I'll take a look. Do they provide the leverage with the trading?
They do a little bit, but I haven't touched leverage at all.
Oh no! Oh, okay, all right. Just because it gives you, I think that if you have a defined risk with the algo, let's say you want to risk just 2% per trade, leverage doesn't actually affect you, right? It's just like doing back to back just limits you the number of trades you can have open.
No, I just from my experience, every time I use leverage, eventually I get fucked. Eventually, right? Like maybe I had like a good 2-3 trades, but then one trade just wiped it all out. And after that, I'm just not playing with it. And
I see.
Looking at the gains that I had without unleveraged trades is just so much better.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm gonna test for 3 months the stocks with no leverage in my bank, right? And then if they go well, I'm gonna do the yearly on Pro, because I think the stock market access gives you way more, of course, gives you way more market and gives you way more opportunities, right, to make money. And if you can make, I think 10% a week, right, that would be my goal. But that's a lot.
Exactly. You can use it for wealth building, like investing, for everything, right? And I think I don't know how long we're going to offer the annual plan, for a few months for sure. But if you grab the annual plan, it's a good saving, and definitely can make your money back in the future.
No, that's exactly. Yeah. That's what I think the algo is going to get so good at the point that you can't afford anymore. I think you were saying this in the chat point. You can't afford anymore to set for this prices, right? Because it's relatively cheap, I guess. And, so yeah, if it's still available in 3 months, I'll take the yearly.
Yeah, no worries, Alberto. Well, hey, thank you so much. I have to run because we have a team meeting, but a few last words. Yeah, right, just tell me a few last words for the person that is watching this video, haven't signed up yet. What is your advice to them?
I think they should watch week 1 videos because we're for free, and then get convinced.
Sounds good.
Right.
Sounds good, Albert. All right. Thank you so much, and maybe talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.